Ha, yeah, it's Redneck. Oh my God, people.
Alright guys, I'm back and I got a gameplay. I'm not even gonna really talk about it, but a guy at my party was on a 2-bar and he dropped a Moab, and right there you see his name, Infinity. It was a good game. I think he was from the UK, so he was already liking his ass off playing an American host, and I just wanted to upload this game. We was in a full party, just running around pub stomping, if you will, and I was using a low setup for his streaks and stuff. You can watch the video. I wanted to post it because A, he does drop an impressive 2-bar Moab, and B, around the 6 minute, 5.5, 6 minute mark, I get fucking random throwing knives from across the map. It was stupid. But anyways, the gameplay isn't that stellar. I went like 28 and 6 or 7. I don't even know. I don't even know what the KD is. And it's not about the gameplay, so just enjoy it. I'm running around like a fucking retard anyways. But I want to talk about a lot of guys. It don't really bother me. I just want to point some stuff out. I get this a lot where used to I was on PKA a lot, and I appreciate Wings and I appreciate Woody. I got respect for him, and I would love to be on there again anytime they needed me or wanted me. And I'm down to be on the show. There's a lot of people that have podcasts of their own, so to speak, and they wind up going on other people's shows. It's pretty much called networking. People do it a lot. I mean, you've seen Woody on different podcasts other than PKA. I mean, he's been on several other ones. You've seen different people like White Boy on other ones. I mean, you've seen people just make the round, so to speak, and go on different shows. That is nothing wrong with that in my mind. I think it's great. It's great for the person. It's great for the show. It's great for everything. With that said, there was a lot of people that putting a lot of pressure, wanting me as a fourth on PKA. Now I will go ahead and tell you, it was never really my idea to be a fourth on PKA. A lot of people just wanted me on there that liked me and liked how I cut up and act like a fool. That's fine, but PKA, for the guys that PKA in the beginning has always been Woody, Wings, and Kyle. And what made PKA great was having a fourth as a guest sometimes, a different guest, somebody to please the regular viewers and the brand new viewers. And having a different guest, every week was something that was kind of exciting. Sometimes they would go with 3, just for old time's sake, chill, and those were nice too. But why is there L.A.B? Why is there a L.A.B podcast? And it's pretty simple. I get so many people that was tweeting at me and sending me messages on YouTube telling me to be on PKA. They want to hear me on a podcast. They want to hear me live. They enjoy it. Well, it's kind of like the demand. The demand was there for one. And you say, you know what? I'm going to do it. Let's do it. And my buddy Champ Sean, he was all for it. Way different time zones. But he was all for it. And he's a cool guy, a good YouTuber. Since we've been talking as friends and doing the show, he's became actually started working for Machinima. I mean, he heads up to Australia, New Zealand, all that for partnerships. He's got a great channel. He's got a great gaming channel. And me and him just get along well. We talk well. We communicate. We have fun. The Moab's coming up, and the throwing knife also. The Moab didn't throw a knife about 5:30. And so it was a good fit. Now, we've stuck with 2. Originally we was on to do 3, but we decided just to go with 2 hosts, me and him, and then add a third sometimes as a guest, and sometimes we might have 4. Now, I get this a lot. Not trying to rip PK off, not one bit. I mean, there can be more than one podcast. There's a lot more than PKA out there, guys, podcast-wise. I think PKA is one of the best. I'm not going to lie. I think PKA is one of the best, but there's several other big podcasts that go on. And there's plenty of room for another one. So there you have my point of view on it. Now, the next thing, I have no beef with Wings or Woody. I mean, we still talk on Skype. I made them aware of what I was going to do before I did it. You know, we talked about that, and as far as I know, I have their blessings. I know Woody told me, you know, I got his blessings. He wishes me the best. But it's a show. It's to entertain. It's entertainment. So that's what we try to bring. I think we're in 3 episodes. This will be episode 4 coming up. Only guest we've had so far has been Syndicate. He was kind enough to stop by. We got some more guys lined up down the road. You know, I mean, it's no big deal. It's great. So, you know what I'm saying? It's no big deal. I just hope you guys like it, the content. I hope you keep wanting to watch it, because we're going to keep doing it. It's something that we enjoy doing. I enjoy doing. Is that fucking knife? Yeah, it's fun times. And like I said, there's room for more than just a few podcasts. And we started doing it on Saturday nights. That's become a problem. The main thing is Champ is about 14 hours ahead of me from what time it is. Like, say if it's 10 a.m. my time, it's 12 noon. I mean 12 midnight. You know what I'm saying? So if it's 10 p.m. my time, you know, it's 12 noon the next day. So we're probably gonna change the date and move it to a Friday. I've talked with FNG. I've talked with Tryhard, and I know what time they start. We'll be starting ours about an hour to an hour and a half after their start. And excuse me, guys. The main reason is it'll be easier for me and Champ both. The Saturday is a hard one to nail down and get people and get guests. A lot of times guests can't make it because it is a Saturday, and the people do have lives outside of YouTube and Call of Duty and YouTube and gaming, and so we're gonna try to what we're gonna try to do is do it on Friday nights, and more likely this week it's gonna be on a Sunday morning, East Coast time, and that way to give all the Australians a good time to watch it Sunday night. We might get some UK guys on. It'll be about the afternoon in the UK, so we hope to make it a big hit. You'll see a video from me probably Sunday morning early, notifying you. It's your boy Redneck. Peace.
Yeah, it's Redneck. Oh my God, people.
Alright guys, I'm back. I got a little history of Call of Duty I want to talk about. We had a little conversation on Twitter, and it went really well. And I just want to clarify some things. Let's talk about some stuff that I believe has happened with Call of Duty and where Call of Duty is going from here. As you see here, this is just a little trailer before Call of Duty 2 on the startup. You see the Call of Duty 2 had and I'm skipping COD 1. It's kind of irrelevant to what I want to talk about, which is online multiplayer. And COD 3 was scratched up, so you won't get no COD 1 or no COD 3 in this video. You will get COD 2, you'll get COD 4, you get War at War, MW2, and Black Ops, all that. But you see here, one of the great things that I used to love about Call of Duty 2 is the little pre-made classes. I thought they were great. The game layout was okay. The player movements, if you've never played it, it was a little clunky, and you know your character, you could not no sprint. Yeah, you could melee. Yeah. If you wanted to walk faster, you would put the big gun up, your primary weapon, and you would just pull your pistol out, and it would make you walk probably about a half a step faster, maybe, which was kind of cool. The HUD, so to speak, was kind of way different. You know, you see not really a mini map, but just a compass on the lower left, and what that did was it always showed your direction in relation to north on the map, which I thought was great because it was able, you know, there's a guy in the southwest corner of the map, you know, so you could turn and your character, wherever he's facing, it will tell you. You see, now I'm facing north now. See the red dot. It's kind of not really a mini map, but at the time it was ingenious because when a guy shot, he showed up on the compass area. It's kind of just it was brilliant. It was revolutionized the way people played the game. Really, just like, look, there's a red dot. I run to him, and that still goes on today, except with a mini map showing building layouts and walls and shit like that. You see here, this is team deathmatch. You notice it says 41 out of 100 or 18 out of 100. Yeah, the games went to 100 kills. Now, you notice at the end, it showed your kills, deaths, and your ping. None of this red bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, 4 bar shit. It was your actual ping to the host. That shit was amazing, but it's gone. We have to trust in a bar that can be manipulated, and we'll talk about that more later.
Our so-called leaders prostituted us to the West, destroyed our culture, our economies, our honor.
That right there, to me, is the greatest opening. That just sends chills down my spine. And here's Call of Duty 4. Did you see the layout's completely different? Did you notice there's a hacker in the fucking game? And that's something that's came along that really pissed me off. But this is my first game. Now, all these gameplays you're seeing is my first game. I just cut out and clipped it up, shortened it up. It's my first game on all these games. I literally played one game, got off of it, went to the next one. Now, you see the scoreboard is now at the bottom left. The mini map is at the top left, but it shows building layouts, passageways, and so forth. And now you're a triangle. And it still shows the north, south, east, west, but it's not in a compass mode. You see, it's not a round compass. The direction is on the top. It's the top of the mini map, just a straight line. And the big thing about COD 4 is the whole deal with what you're about to see is the kill streaks. You see the UAV sweep, which is a powerful tool. Because in this game, nobody used cold-blooded. Everybody used stopping power or juggernaut, which that made the focus on killing. But throughout this video, I'll be stopping the commentary just to let you listen and hear different sounds and different parts of the game. You hear the calling out, friendly airstrike on the way, friendly helicopter on the way. This is what made the game great. The game calling out, it would tell you if friendly. It would tell you an enemy. There's times I get lost. I don't know if that's for example, I don't know if it's a friendly stealth bomber or a fucking enemy stealth bomber. I don't know. And as you listen to the sounds, I've made no corrections to these videos. I haven't done any color corrections, no sound amplifying, no nothing. You see, this is one thing that got old with Call of Duty 4. When the host decided he had enough, he just quit the game would end. That shit got old. Now we're going to jump into another classic, which a lot of people will tell you is one of the top 2 of all time. Most people consider even MW3, COD 2, or War at War as one of the best games of all time in the COD series. Now you see the HUD on War at War is the same style HUD. It's got the same mini map, the whole thing. But you notice War at War came out and the textures were so much better than COD 4. They were. This is Treyarch's flagship game. Before Black Ops, this is them. This is what they do. Now, You see the pink name? That's because there's a kid with a mod and a hacker, and he has this shit modded, so he's like, he cannot die. You know, it's a shame that you can't go back and play these classics like this without having some kid in invincibility mode, God mode, some fucking shooter. That aggravates me because I love the older games. You know, and I hope they stay up, but I feel eventually they will take the server down for them. I hope that they don't. But World at War had the same 357 kill streak, except they brought the Cujos, the original Cujos, the puppies. There you see the host in the game again. You know, I'm sorry, that was an actual defeat. Again, World at War had great call-out systems. It's time to kick some ass. You know, the whole thing was brilliant. Now I'm gonna show you something. As you see, we're jumping right into it. This is not COD 4. This is MW2 on a COD 4 map. This is known as a vacant. It's a vacant office complex, loading dock, storage facility. This would be considered a manufacturing facility with a warehouse and office space. Great game. Loved it to death. It was fun. One of the funnest games I've had. But looky here, OMA. A one-man army from the start sounded like a really good idea. But then you have people that abused it. What I'm doing here, I'm showing you, I'm not noob to, but that's fucking gay. But I'm using OMA with frag grenades and stun. You see, got the Harrier. Harrier, that's 7, yes. The MW2 took the kill streaks that were known for World at War and Call of Duty 4, and they put them on steroids. They brought in the tactical nuke, the game-ending kill streak. You know, they brought in kill streaks that you can fly yourself via the chopper gunner, for example. You know, you had full control, fully controllable kill streaks, which in a way was good, but what it led to was more camping. You notice people they're running around not giving a shit because the max kill streak was 7 anyways. People didn't really worry about the whole deal. Well, I don't want to die, I want to go flawless. People didn't really think about that in COD 4. Uh-oh. AC-130. Another amazing kill streak that is still in MW3 this day. The whole thing with... I think the kill streaks have gotten to the point they're just too much. But now look, the host quit the game and we got a host migration, which is also very, very slick idea with the MW2. As you see, now we're on Black Ops. And that's right, I'm showing you Ghost Pro, the Ghost, Warlord, and Hacker. This is probably the most OP class ever in the history of any Call of Duty. And I really mean that because Ghost, use the Warlord, or you can go sleight of hand. You can have the silenced weapon with extra dual mags. You don't have to worry about running out of ammo anytime soon. You could be Hacker Pro and know where all the equipment is. I mean, you could be stealth mode with it, be undetectable with motion sensors, and all the equipment in Black Ops became really OP compared to what you see. This game, it had its flaws though. Black Ops was a good game, but it had its flaws, and to me the flaws were the hit detection, the way people could just knife through your bullets. It didn't have commando like MW2 had. They took commando out, but it felt like it was still there in game. Even though the perk wasn't there, it still felt as if it was in the game. That was one of the things I did not like about it, and you're about to see the other one here in just a moment. You know, I killed that guy, right? That was a kill, but he had Second Chance Pro, which was a perk, which was also brought back from World at War, but it was a revivable perk. That guy I killed could be picked up by his teammates if they had the pro version also. Like I said, it was in World at War. It wasn't as prevalent. So, anyways, I'm gonna wait and do the MW3 on a whole vid by itself, because there's a lot to talk about in this game. Because I think MW3 is a kind of a hint, if you will, of where Call of Duty is going. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the COD history. Just a brief look at all the vids, from past games, the sound. Which one of these video games, in your opinion, was the best of these? It's your boy Redneck. Peace.
Ha, yeah, it's Redneck. Oh my God, people.
Alright guys, a lot of you guys want a redneck setup video, and I ain't done one in a long time, but this is a temporary redneck setup. I got some stuff ordered that these tables here, they temporary fix. This is one of the plastic redneck tables, but this is where it all takes place at. I got the Scarface, the Halo, the liquor, the beer fridge. So I'll give you a little rundown. This is where I'm at working at. I enjoyed this. This is my playroom. This ain't the family room. This is Daddy Redneck's shit. Call of Duty noobs. Anyways, that's the TV. That is a VZO 32-inch. Love it. If you see that, that's the headset I'm using at the moment. Absolutely adore it. It is beast with that. It is beast with a mix amp. There's the PlayStation, and here's the little thing I got for it. XCM Battlecross Adapter Plus. I can hook up my Xbox controller into that. And on Call of Duty, thanks to a subscriber, you can flip the controls. So instead of shooting with these buttons on the PS3, I can use the triggers. Is it not fucking awesome or what? I'm sending a wire controller off. It's a white one like this. It's used. It's not new. To Stuff Gaming. I'm going to do a different kind of product review to show you guys what's up and what they can do. There you see a few games. Nothing special. The baby powder to get your hands dry. That is what I record with, the Aver Media. I don't use a Hauppauge like everybody else. This is the let's see here. This is the laptop where it all goes down. This is it. i7 Pavilion DVs, blah 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 blah. It is fucking fast. Anyway, there's the blue microphone. Oh, I'm gonna show you guys something you might not even know. Those guys that are really big time sound nerds, get you a set of those. Altec Lansing computer speakers with the subwoofer off the chain. There's my cock, bro. El Jimador. Bright light. That's the big PC. That's a 22-inch HP monitor. So we got the. What the fuck is that? Oh, that's a damn. What the fuck is that? Hang on. I'm curious what this might be. Oh, that's a SD card. Anyways, 22-inch flat panel HP monitor. Beast computer speaker system. Gotta have that if you got tunes. Blue microphone, beer fridge, liquor, light, Scarface, Halo, blue mic, laptop. That's a snowball actually. Snowball. Laptop, i7, beast. Record with the Aver Media. Games, Xbox, PlayStation, wire controller for the win always. Crossbell adapter for the PS Triple. The mix amp, gotta have that. 32-inch Vizio. Beware noobs. Anyways, hope you like the setup. This is your boy Redneck. Peace.
Ha, yeah, it's Redneck. Oh my God, people.
Alright guys, I'm back. I want to talk about the whole stop KONY thing. KONY. Joseph KONY. The video that guy made, I'll try to link it if I don't forget. The 30-minute video that guy made was absolutely epic. Now, hats off to that guy for what he's done, what he's tried to do. You can obviously tell from little to no support from anybody. I don't know the guy's background. He might come from money, he might not. But the point is, as you see, I'm just showing a video of one of my kids acting a fool. You know, in us Americans and us superpower countries, especially the general population of the people, sometimes we take stuff like you see here for granted. You know, my kid don't have a care in the world, happy-go-lucky, just having a good time. And somewhere in this world there's a kid that is starving to death in fear of his life. And that just shows you as a society, as a, you know, that we're so fucked up. And it's a shame that stuff like you see in that video is continued, allowed to go on and to be continued. It just shows that the society has no moral compass. If it did, this guy would be out of office. He'd be in the ground somewhere. You know, he would have no power. But the world don't have a moral compass. And when you try to explain morals and teach right doings and not wrong doings, you get persecuted for it by those who are out to just strictly make profits. They don't care about those kids in Africa or any other part of the world for that matter, because it holds no dollar symbols, no zeros to the net worth. And so my question is, do you think this video will be more viral than the Facebook dad? You know, what do you think? You think the Facebook parenting video will wind up being a bigger video than this? If it is, that just shows once again how we as a society has failed. Anyways, I had to take the music off. It had been in copyright, so that's why he had no music to him dancing. That's my thoughts. I'm fully support it. Anybody that hurts a kid is a low-life criminal and should be severely punished. What are your thoughts? It's your boy Redneck Peace.
Ha, yeah, it's Redneck. Oh my God, people.
Alright guys, I'm back and I got some shotgun gameplay. Yes sir, this is a drop zone game with me and one other little random playing some randoms on some random shit. I don't know why I've said random so many times in this random fucking video. Anyways, you know, I've been using a lot of different weapons lately, and I've really been enjoying myself in Drop Zone because it's kind of a game that even forces people to, how you put this? You even play the objective or you get your teeth kicked in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can run around and try to get a Moab, but guess what? Your specialists don't work. So, all you non-objective playing Moab trying to get fags, oh well, you see that you got the dick. One thing I want to talk about in this video is the shotguns. And you know, I never did start doing a like a gun series where I talk about every gun. Partly because I'm kind of lazy. Oh, lazy? What you talking about, Rick? No, for real. I'm not lazy. I'm busy, dude. I'm a busy guy. Busy guy. But anyways, we all busy, right? I know. But I might start that up after all. We'll wait and see. Might start doing the show. I know it'll be late. Better late than never, but I'm gonna try to go through every gun on the game and just show you guys little rednecks 2 cents. You know what I'm saying? Nothing spectacular, but just gonna try to go through every gun, every class, and just show you guys every gun so that you can see, for me, at least what I think are the best guns. Now, I did a video, and I'm sure most YouTubers did, about the whole KONY thing, and I'm not gonna retouch that topic. I'm not gonna jump back to that commentary. I just want to say one thing. Yes, America has its own problems. We have people that are suffering here in the States. We have people that are, veterans who are all messed up, and that's all fine and dandy. It's terrible, though. It's terrible that we got veterans messed up. But here's the bottom line. A veteran and a kid. A veteran signed up for war. He signed up knowingly that he could possibly get injured or killed, as do a lot of veterans do. Not taking anything away from a veteran. Nothing whatsoever. But you can't say, well, veterans, it's terrible regardless, but my problem I have with it is the children part. I don't care what country it is. We as a society, as human beings, should not allow other people to rape, murder, brutalize kids. Kids can't take up for themselves. They're defenseless. Kids are helpless. They depend on responsible adults to see that they make it through or given a chance at life. That is a job of adults, and not just the parents. If the parents are dead because the same regime killed them, then what the fuck the kids on? Who's gonna protect the kids? But anyways, don't even get me started. Sorry about that. Change subject. Back to the series. I'm gonna try to run just 3 series on my channel. Reckless with Redneck, where basically I rush around act like a fool. I'm gonna be starting up the gun series, where I'll talk about the best guns in the games and which proficiencies to use with which gun. It ain't just gonna be, well, the MP7's the best SMG and the USAS 12 is the best shotgun. No, I'm not just gonna go that route. When I do the guns, I'm gonna tell you what I think, old Redneck's opinion, is the best proficiency attachment for each gun. There's some guns in the same classes that you can put, for example, 2 attachments, silencer, extended mag, and that might be the best gun in the SMG class. It might be, but if you try to run that same kit on a different gun, it might not do nothing for you, because you know why? This gun works better with rapid fire extended mag. This gun works better with a silencer and kick. I mean, and this is all me trying to help you guys out, because a lot of you guys are beasts, but a lot of you guys do struggle, and a lot of you guys are all the time sending me messages for help. So I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna be starting this series up. Shouldn't be too much longer. The question is, which should I start off first with? Should I just start off with SMGs and work my way up, or do you want me to start off with the shotguns or the assault rifles or whatever? Just if you would, in the comment section below, let me know which type of gun. You know what I'm saying? If you want the SMGs or whatever, I'll be glad to jump right on it. That kid. The one thing about the spaz is it is really inconsistent. If you're still watching this video and you've noticed some of the kills, wow, I don't know where to start. Like, that was a long shot. I could kill that kid from hella far away, a long ways away. But keep watching right up here. In a moment, I'm gonna run out these doors, and I want you to watch this part coming up, because this is absolutely crazy. I don't understand the inconsistency. Watch this. Look, look, look. I shot that guy from 4 feet away, right? Like, I'm guessing 4 feet. The guy before that I shot from 25 feet. So, and people complain about shotguns, but in Call of Duty in general, the shotguns are not realistic, because, I mean, you're talking about a 12 gauge, you can rate face 50 yards. I mean, 40, 50 yards. Easy. You know what I'm saying? Easy. With buckshot, you talking about killing deer. I mean, you talking about killing good-sized animals out past 50, 60 yards. Pretty easy. You know what I'm saying? So, it can't be all realistic all the time. Then it wouldn't be no fun. So here we go, 40 and 10, Drop Zone, which is becoming my new favorite game. Please rate the video, subscribe if you have not done so. Previous video will be in the middle. Leave your comments. It's your boy Redneck. Peace.
Ha, yeah, it's Redneck. Oh my God, people.
Alright guys, I'm back and I got a Reckless with the Redneck. Kill confirmed on mission. This video is cut up quite a bit, so if you see it skipping forward, that's what it is. Sometimes when you want to play reckless and not give a shit of what your stats are and just get on the game to have fun. That's what it's all about. You notice the color corrections. I've been playing around some, having some fun on the different colors and whatnot. But man, this is how I like to play. When I play like this, all I want to do is press the issue. I don't give a shit about KD. I just want to win, get up in people's face, and just shoot them in the face. To me, this is how I find the most enjoyment from playing these COD games. You know, I used to do the Play Like a Bitch series for several different episodes. Yeah. Do that. So that's fun. Playing like a bitch, it gets old. I can't do it all the time. I got ADHD as for an adult. You know what I'm saying? I like to get busy, get after it, and be involved. I like being in the middle of all the gunfights. You know, if you take out 2 or 3 before you die, that's still a good KD. You know, I mean, if you worried about KD, to me, if you rush around and carry at least a 2. 1.5, 2 KD. I don't mean you're bad. You know, I know pro Halo players that don't even have a 1.4 KD. Of course, they don't play pubs all day, but you know, it is what it is. Enough of all that crazy talk. I'm gonna talk about my favorite reckless class. This is what it is. This is as you see that helicopter. But kill streaks, when I do run the kill streaks on the reckless, I like 5, 7, 9. Why, Redneck? Well, Predator is about the only thing that's not hands-free. You have to guide it, but once you drop your 2-piece with your Predator, you know, it just falls in place. And what I mean is, you know, you get your 5, you get your 7 gets you your 9, and then when you use the Overwatch, I prefer Overwatch over the Reaper, especially when you run around like a chicken with your head cut off. But run that Overwatch, and what that does is, look at there. Look what an eye for an old man. You see that shit? But the Overwatch lets you keep pushing and pushing and pushing the issue, and still racking up the kills. You know, it's like look at that shit. I drop shot it onto a C4. That was brilliant. But you know, with the Reaper, it kind of takes you out of the action. It takes you out of the pacing of the game. You kind of There's been times I've had Reapers and I come out of the Reaper and I feel like I'm lost, like the flow of the game has left me. But with the Overwatch, so you can keep pushing the issue, keep getting kills with your guns, and every time, especially on mission, because what you want to do is just control the middle and run back and forth from side to side, but you want to have the middle ground to do that. And the reason that I say the Overwatch is better, because as you're running toward them, the Overwatch is overhead shooting. You see this kid, he rage quit. They got tired, they knew it was up. So anyways, what do you do? How do you play reckless when the other team don't want to move? That's simple. You go get them, you know? Get some balls, run in there and get them. Go after them. Ain't nothing wrong with dying. Hell, I've died. I think I ended up like 40 something and 10, 12, 30, I don't know. But it ain't about the KD. It's about having fun, guys. About playing reckless, getting after it. Shoot bitches in the face. You know what I'm saying? you're a postal worker or whatever, you get home, you're stressed out, get on that Xbox Live, baby, and go ham on some bitches. That's what I like to do. But anyways, enough of that crazy talk. You know what Reckless is. I ain't got to explain to you guys. Just make sure you let me know if you like the color corrections, or I've been having a lot of fun with those. And if you got any background noise you hear, sorry, I got a fan going. It got a little warm today. Got the fan going in the office, just chilling. Got done playing on the live stream with Ronaldinho. And we was playing MW3 on the PS3 triple, and I was running support for Ron. He got a Moab. Of course, little bitch never did pick up my ballistic vest. I was trying to do the whole PC thing where I drop all the, I run support, let Ron get Moab, but he had a nice game. I think it was the 49-1 on hard hat. If he would have got my ballistic vest, he wouldn't have died. But no, Ron, he was on to be gangster. So there you see, 579. But man, it was a good time. I might post that game. I think I went like 30 something and 10, something like that. Good fun game for Redneck. But I might post that game later. I don't know if he's gonna post the one he got or not. Like I said, it was a 49-1 Moab on hard hat. It was a good gameplay. He had a bunch of trip sprays and whatnot. I'm gonna be posting more videos on my second channel, guys. If you haven't subscribed to that, I asked you to do so. I'll try to link it as always, if I can remember. And you gotta check that out. I would try to always like it or tweet it out from my main channel on Twitter. But it's best is if you can go ahead and subscribe to that channel. Like I said, they got more content coming. Every now and then I post a subscribers content, a subs gameplay. I might have a buddy that messages me that don't have a channel but has a good gameplay and he wants you guys to see it. It's gonna be stuff like that. It's gonna be off the wall games. I love that MP9. Love it. Extended mag. That is a fun gun. But with that being said, just about winds it down. 43-10, I'm sorry. Reckless with Redneck. I think this is episode 4 or 5, I don't know. Make sure you subscribe to the series once it gets approved. Waiting on YouTube, they're dragging their feet. Previous video will be up on the screen. That should be a PS3 Moab. Don't forget to subscribe. 500 ratings. Let's see. It's your boy Redneck. Peace.
Yeah, it's Redneck. Oh my God, people.
Alright guys, I'm back, and how about that for a change of pace? Yeah, I need somebody with a large E penis for a dual comm on my channel. Anyways, yeah, I tweeted that shit today, I know. Fun times, having fun. Anyways, drunk ass Redneck is on using the AK-47. Last night, I was so tore up. Oh Lord have mercy. I can't even believe I got this. But I watched the video. That old fist of cuffs. He posted a TDM, just straight beatdown with the AK-47. I'm like, I've never used this gun about 2 times. Let me try it out, So using it several games, and it ain't that bad. I mean, it ain't great, but it ain't that bad. It's got some heavy ass recoil. You got to use it just right. Right now I got kick and slide the silencer on it. And I don't have all the attachments and proficiencies unlocked, yet. But I'm gonna keep using the gun until I do. Then I'm gonna jump on some of these LMGs that everybody's talking about getting a buff. Get my buff daddy on with the LMGs, man. Oh my goodness. So man, it's a lazy Sunday. Lazy Sunday. Got the specialist. Look at that noob. Climb over that table. That's my table, bitch. Put your feet on my table. Man, I watched a funny video just now. I'm not even. Oh, let me shut my fucking fall off. I'm not even gonna tell you about the video. is this at the end of the video, I heard a guy say, "Go set on a pine cone." Now, I can't even imagine sitting on a pine cone. Like, is that like a soft pine cone? Is that like a old one that's kind of brittle, or is that like a brand new pine cone? You know, a new pine cone that has like, oh my God, just sitting on a pine cone. Terrible. Anyways, Moab. So let's talk about the Moab. It's AK-47 Moab. I done told you once. Silencer, kick, yeah. I don't know what the name of this map is. I don't give a shit. Let's see more about the commentary, about the gameplay. In a minute, I'll start boosting with a guy on the other team, but it's kind of without his knowledge. So if you want to call me a booster, that's cool. Here's a clip from the beginning intro. I just wanted to throw that out there because it's kind of funny. You know, seeing people on their fucking ass like that kid. I mean, just quit. Turn the gamble. If you use, let me tell you this. If you use Last Stand, Dead Man's Hand, get the fuck off of Call of Duty. You know, you're just as responsible as these brain dead fucking developers for ruining a game I truly do love. And that's Call of Duty, because they put this dumbass shit in to help your dumbass, alright? Because you fucking suck. So, if you run Sleight of Hand or Dead Man's Hand, no, Sleight of Hand, Dead Man's Hand, Last Stand, if you run any of that bullshit, and I ever invite you to play a game with me, and I see you in Last Stand or Dead Man's Hand, I'm stopping, quitting the game, backing the whole party out, and I'm kicking you out of my fucking party. That is dumb. Don't use that shit, guys. It's like, I'd rather you use drugs, okay? I'm for real now. I'd rather you do drugs than to use Dead Man's Hand. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because doing drugs ain't hurting nobody but yourself. Love. You know, I mean, do drugs. Don't do Last Stand. Don't do Dead Man's Hand. You're killing the whole community. You're killing me. Oh, I just can't handle it. Right here I was close. I know I was getting a little close to Moab. I knew eventually, based on the radar, somebody was going to spawn on me because I was a long way from my teammates. So you just kind of want to play it out for a moment to see where they look. There they are. 1, 2. Let's see what happens. Oh, hit. Ah, come on, Redneck. You can do it. Bitches in Last Stand. You see there? That shit is, I'm telling you, if he'd have fucking killed me, I would have broke my disc, because last night I had about 5 Moabs using the AK-47 that got denied. Okay, got denied. I got rejected. And all 5 of them, there it is, boom. All 5 of them was about in between 5 to 3 kills, 2 kills off of Moab. And some of them, one of them was Dead Man's Hand. I got killed. I thought about uploading that, but I don't know. It's just stupid. I don't even want to see that shit. I don't even want to see it. It's disturbing. It makes me want to do heroin and drink a lot of booze. So, I'm having fun today. I'm about to go outside and cut the grass. 37-2, just a straight drunk ass beatdown. Please, please like, favorite, click it, link it, tweet it, all that gangsta shit. Previous video will be on the screen if I get off my lazy ass and link it. Subscribe if I link it. It's your boy Redneck. Peace.
What do you think about those panties right there? Huh?
Why are you asking me?
I need to know.
Why else a cola?
Which one's your favorite pair?
Why are you asking me that?
Where are we?
At the mall.
What store are we at?
I don't know. I don't pay attention.
You need to, oh, excuse us. Here. You can't pay attention.
I don't actually look at the names. I saw them all.
Look to your left. Look.
Why?
There's a monster right there. Look.
There's not.
Let's put this on YouTube. You want to?
No.
Uh-huh.
No.
Why?
Because.
Come on, let's go pick out some bras. You want to?
No!
Why?
I don't want to wear one.
No, we're not going to wear them. We just want to pick one out.
But.
Hey, what's your favorite color on that table?
Why are you asking me that?
Let's go over here with, yeah, let's just see these panties and bras. You got those?
Hey, Coke. But you get your panties.
The color you get? His panties in the water.
Well, you're almost out. Because you crap at him too many times.
He craps in his panties.
Yes.
Say, peace. Like, the people on YouTube want to know, what's your favorite color? Come here, look. Come here.
Look at me.
Come here, I need to know. Hey, you like the pink or the purple or the which ones?
Did you see my size in any of the cotton?
Kelly, did you see Mom's size?
No.
Say peace out.
Peace.
Ha, yeah, it's Redneck. Oh my God, people.
Hi guys, I'm back with
Papa Redneck.
Papa Redneck. Hi Dad, it's been a while since you've been on doing the commentary thing with me.
Yes, it has been too long, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been too long. You've had a rough little road there for a while, so we kind of laid off of that. As commentaries was the last thing you need to worry about. So
Yeah, it was a little rough there for a while.
yeah, did you give everybody? This is people ask all the time, and I don't like to talk about it unless you're with me or you're doing it. But everybody's been wanting to know the cancer update and an update on you and how you're doing, where you at, and your treatment, and how's everything going, if you don't mind.
Sure. Well, first of all, I gotta say I really appreciate all the positive messages that was put on the computer there, and man, a lot of that stuff was real uplifting, and it just made me feel really nice, great, very good to see that stuff, and it was so nice of everybody that put stuff on there. I really appreciate it. Really boosted me up.
Yeah, I do too. My channel ain't the biggest nor the best or I do things a little different. I'm a little different person anyway, so I do things a little different. And I uploaded a video today just saying thank you. It seems like in society and then especially online, because you don't really know a lot of people and you haven't met them face to face, people don't say thank you enough. So thank you from him, and you heard it from him, and thank you from me for all the nice words and whatnot. But
well, that's the thing, nowadays in our society, people don't seem to, we're in such a big hurry. We don't take time to do stuff like that. And so it really meant a lot. But, as we've been going through this process, this experience, almost every family is touched. Someone's got cancer,
yeah, I read a thing where it said like one. I mean, it was crazy. The statistic where almost every family has somebody in their family that has had or has cancer.
Exactly. It's amazing the amount of people out there, and you start talking to people and you hear their stories. And I noticed on your site, a lot of the people that made comments were sharing things with me and with all of us, that real personal things, and it takes a lot for a person to open up and do that.
Yeah,
it takes a lot of bravery, because it's a real personal thing, and for a person to do that, that's really a good person, I think, that willing to come out and share things to make another person feel good in their situation, and it allows them to vent a little bit too and tell what they've gone through and what they've experienced,
Yeah. So, as we said today, you're done with well, you're not really done, but technically you're kind of done with your chemotherapy. Was that, 10 weeks?
Well, it was 10 treatments, every 14 days, but I went to get the last one, about a month or so ago, and maybe a month and a week, and they wouldn't let me have it because my blood hadn't recovered. T cells and red blood cells and some other stuff hadn't recovered enough to take any more chemo. And I'd already had an MRI, and the doctor said, well, we've killed about 25% of it, and you've had about as much chemo as you can take. Had a lot of it, very strong. So we're not going to do chemo today, and you're not going to get that same kind of chemo again for a while, if ever.
Yeah.
And it's time to move on to radiation. And if the radiation guy and the surgeon, will do it. So they had to review everything, and so that's what we did. Talked to the surgeon, talked to the radiation doctor, and literally, the next day I saw both the surgeon and the radiation man, So the deal is, I'm not operable right now, but hopefully the radiation will shrink this thing off of the, what they call the hepatic artery. It's a big artery that feeds the liver, and it branches out into the blood that goes into the liver. It's wrapped around that artery. So the radiation hopefully will shrink it and maybe pull it back away from there. The surgeon told us, he was real upbeat. He said, don't lose hope. He said, even if it doesn't shrink it, well, first of all, if it does shrink it off of that artery, I can get in there and sort of pry it off of there or whatever.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't, I may still be able to make you what he called a conduit. And I assume that was like a, artificial vein or something around the part of the pancreas he takes out. So apparently this vein goes through that part of the pancreas.
Yeah.
And that's the cancer wrapped around that. But I got to have 6 weeks, 5 days a week of radiation. And every day I get radiation, I take 6 chemo pills actually. And that has a little bit of side effects, but nothing.
Is that just that's just a small dosage just to keep it from the chemo helps keep it from growing, right? So that the 6 pills is just kind of like a maintenance.
I think you're right. I really believe that's what it is, because if, he said that sometimes these cancers get resistant to a certain kind of chemo after you've had it, as long as I had it.
Yeah.
And he said it's time to attack it with something a little different. And I noticed this chemo, of course, doesn't have as bad side effects as the other.
Yeah.
But like you're talking about, I think it's just keeping it from getting any worse. And the radiation is really zapping it good. I finished my 2nd week Friday. And tomorrow morning we start again, 5 days, Monday through Friday. You go down there and you get cooked for a little while and you take your pills and come home and you feel a little tired. But other than that, the radiation right now, I can't feel it. It has not burned me up. Now, a lot of people, they get the red burned skin effect. But this thing goes all the way around me. I'm up on a table and it literally goes all the way around me. And the computer runs it and it zaps you from all these different angles. So it's not like it's just shooting into one spot and just burning up your skin. So we'll know in another week or 2 if it's going to do that. But so far, so good. But hopefully 6 weeks of radiation and chemo pills, and then you got to take 3 to 4 weeks before you can have a scan. You get too much radiation in you, and the scan just won't work.
Yeah.
So you got to have a little time off to let that get out of your body. Then we get an MRI around the first week in May, and we'll know whether I'm operable or what it's done. And that'll tell the tale.
Yeah.
So from there, if I'm operable, hopefully he'll set me up for surgery pretty quick, and we'll go to taking out unnecessary body parts. I'll be more aerodynamic.
Yeah, you'll be streamlined then. You can go. You'll be able to go back and run that Peachtree Road race.
I'll be lighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You in good. Yeah, I'm telling you, for your age and been so far of what you've gone through, you look in damn good shape. I'm not gonna lie a bit. You look good. Since you came off the chemo, you said you've picked up some weight now.
Yes, I gained about 7 or 8 pounds in the last month, and I feel better right now than I've felt since this whole thing started back in July.
Yeah.
I still get tired kind of fast, and my heart rate goes way up, like 120 something, but then it'll come down after a while, and actually yesterday was back in the normal range for me, which was 55, 54, and my blood pressure was like 116 over something. I mean, it was real low. My resting heart rate was in the low 50s, and my sleeping heart rate was like 48, 49, 50. And they couldn't believe it at the hospital. They thought I had some kind of heart trouble. I said, no, it's because I've run all my life until I was 50, and broke my leg, had to quit running. But I don't know. There's a lot to be said for it. Any kind of aerobic exercise, it'll get that cardiovascular system working so that when you do start having something wrong, it gives you something to fall back on, help you get out.
I had a buddy. He tweeted out the other day. He was looking for the most comfortablest office chair he could find, and I was like, dude, you don't want the comfortablest office chair you can find. Then you won't ever want to get out of it.
There you go.
You know, you gotta kind of. Man, there's a bunch of good sayings out there, but one of them is all things in moderation. You can never go too hard and heavy really in anything. You know,
That's right.
you can't just sit all day on your ass and not get out and work and be active and get your heart rate up, because it's not good for you at all.
Well, that's what, every year when I was a kid, people would go out and shovel snow, first big snow. And a lot of people would have heart attacks because they didn't do much of anything the rest of the year.
It's
and they
true.
Get snow. They have to fall over, It's like, dang, I thought it was all right.
I got a guy, I'm going to tell you a story right quick. I got a guy I work with, super wonderful guy, good as gold, but he don't do a lot. The position he's been in for a long time, he ain't really had to do a lot. And he's not really overweight big. I mean, he's like 5'11", about 240, which that's I don't want to say fat, but he's just inactive. So came to work the other day and looked at him. I said, dang, buddy. I said, you don't look like you feel good. He said, well, my arm been hurting a little bit the past week or so, his left arm. I said, you got any chest pain? He said, yeah. And he's a little older. I said, have you went and seen a doctor? He said, nah, I figured I'd try to get me an appointment one day next week. I said, you need to go now.
Yeah, he should have already been to the
So,
nurse.
after about 2 hours of wanting to argue with me, finally I said, look, you don't take your ass to the damn hospital. I'm just going to go home and leave you by yourself.
There you go.
Well, he calls his wife. They take him to the hospital. 95% blockage.
Oh, he had the Widowmaker.
They put 2 stents in. Okay, 2 stents. And he says, I haven't felt this good in years.
Oh, yeah. He's getting a lot of oxygenated blood now.
Yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, you lucky. I told him, I said, how most of the time how they find that 95% blockage is it's the coroner who finds it.
Yeah, when they do the autopsy. But, you probably saved his life.
Nah, I don't want to think about that.
Yeah, he was one cheeseburger away from, toe tag.
I've made a promise to myself, and I've been working at it pretty hard. I've always been in decent shape until I had a bunch of ankle surgeries and all that, and I kind of got out of that ripness, so to speak. But I've made a promise to myself at 40, I'm gonna be in the best shape of my life at 40 than I ever was at 20.
That was the year, literally, the year I turned 40.
Yeah.
I was physically in the best shape I was ever in my whole life.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to stretch that from 40 on up to 50 because, and I used to complain. Like, I used to get on to you and Mama like, hey, y'all are doing too much out in the yard. You're pushing yourself too far. But you know something though, what don't kill you makes you stronger. So you gotta make sure you don't kill yourself. But
yeah,
I mean, hard work's good for you. Being active is good for you.
Yeah, well, a couple of weeks right after I got off the chemo, several weeks ago, got out there in the yard, fiddled around, and got feeling real weak. We were trimming up those limbs where the guys cut the trees down. We were cleaning up. And, man, I looked in the mirror, came in and washed up a little bit and looked in the mirror, and the veins on the side of my head was sticking out. Looked like a map of the Mississippi River. It's squiggly and goes up, And I said, dang, what's this, man? But my blood pressure wasn't up, and of course, Mama got on to me. Mama Redneck,
I got mad a little bit too. I think.
Well, I was dumb that day. I really overdid it, and my heart rate was like 122, But stayed in the 90s, upper 90s for like a day, and since then I haven't overdone it like that. So, like you said, everything in moderation, especially if you got a little issue going on anyway. I used to know guys or people that would run even when they had knee pain or something, and they say, oh, I'm going to run through pain. Well, that gets you a torn ligament then.
Mm-hmm.
But you can do other things. You don't have to run every day. I didn't run every day. You're talking about the Peachtree. I did the Peachtree 11 times in a row, and I volunteered one time. and the volunteer work was harder than running the race.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it was just an event. Unless you're in time group 1, that's where the professional runners and the Olympic people and stuff. I forgot how many time groups they had then. I don't know how many they have now, but there were 50,000 people in the last Peachtree Road race that I ran. I think it might be 55,000 now.
Yeah. We run about that 15-minute mark. So that's gonna take me forever to upload it. But all right, guys, it's just a quick cancer update, Papa Redneck update. We're gonna do some more here down the road. He's feeling a little bit better now. You want to say anything? You want to say anything before we go?
No, man. Other than I'm just glad to be here and doing this well, and I think a lot of it has to do with attitude and all those uplifting comments I got that boosted me up, and you know, I just really appreciate it, man. Sure
all right,
did.
All right, guys. This is boy Redneck. Peace.
Yeah, it's Redneck. Oh my God, people.
What's up, guys? I got something you don't like. And I ain't talking about what you see on the screen right now. Well, leave an honest question, and I hope I get some honest answers. I want to do something to really bring this community together and get it back like it was in the day that made me decide, hey, that's pretty cool. I want to start doing it. This is something that's fun. It's a hobby. So here's what I want to do. Besides stare at those tits, this is what I want to do. I want to do a spin-off off of the Mark of J Subscriber Tuesday. But the spin-off is this. Every week, instead of uploading just several gameplays and whatever, I'm thinking about just doing a random commentary every week with a different channel. Subscriber Tuesday with a twist. That's right. It don't mean much. Probably don't mean a whole lot this day and age. And I'm not no big channel, but you know, to some of you guys with 50 subs, it might mean a lot. You know, it might get you started. It might lead to something. Well, sometimes a little bit of exposure can take you a long ways. So give me honest feedback, comments, good or bad. And this don't go on my main channel. It don't go on my second channel. Main channel. Comments, questions, do a commentary with Redneck, man.
Yeah, it's Redneck. Oh my God, people.
I love it when you hate on me, hate on me, hate on me. I love it when you hate on me.
I can tell by the look in your eyes that the things I really have, you just despise it. I can tell when you wear a fake smile, but the way you really feel, you just can't hide it. I can tell that you wanna roll with me, cause you see me doing things and you act like you behind it. I can tell that you jealous of my 16, see me going hard and you make cause you ain't ride it. I know when I'm not already, you try to clown me, smiling in my face and then you wanna down me. I'm around you with rumors all around me, then you wonder why you got cut, now you're frowning. Better know that you did it to yourself. Didn't wanna work, but you wanted my help. Well, now you're all alone, tricked away on the phone, sitting on mute. And you think I can't tell?
I love it when you hate on me, hate on me, hate on me. In your eyes I see the jealousy. You wanna kill me, baby, could you give me 6 feet deep? You give me in my sleep. I love it when you love it, when you love it, when you hate on me.
I could tell when you told me that news that you wanted me to trip and act a fool. I could tell when I went into the booth that you wanted me to mess up just like you. I could tell when I walk up at the room that your lips are getting spitting, but you thinking we cool. I could tell that you wanna see me dead and you wish you could be visiting me in my tomb. Every time I think about you, make me crazy. Can't believe that you think that you can fade me. If you only knew how much you underrate me, and you really think I don't know how much you hate me. It's so gravy, I'ma take it as a compliment. I'm on your mind, so you put me in your sentences. Even when you lie, my fame will be a punishment. Build me up, now your jealousy is evident.
I love it when you hate on me, hate on me, hate on me. In your eyes I see the jealousy. You wanna kill me, baby, could you give me 6 feet deep? You give me in my sleep. I love it when you love it, when you love it, when you hate on me.
I can tell you only got one chance to make it, that's by keeping my name on your tongue. And we both know that the only way they're gonna listen is you gotta keep me featured on your song. If you want them going on your page, you gotta hit up on my friends and tell them shit that's wrong. If you want them staying on your page, you gotta put a picture of me next to all your songs. I know that you dream about me when you're sleeping. Bet your niggas wish it was some pussy you was eating. I'll never be that, but you need it, and you think I'm gonna be the weaker, tender, fattest, so we'll take this beating. Tell me why you so obsessed with me. Do you really think you're gonna get respect like me? If you want it, gotta earn it, need to learn that you will always come second best to legacy.
I love it when you hate on me, hate on me, hate on me. In your eyes I see the jealousy. You wanna kill me, if you could, you give me 6 feet deep. You give me in my sleep. I love it when you love it, when you love it, when you hate on me.
Yeah, it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside that you would plot and scheme and dream about me. Man, that's a hell of a compliment.
I can see why you hate me so bad.
Tell you that you need to get a better grip in the game, because I see you slipping down the drain, gonna to say my name.
I can see why you hate me so bad.
Tell you that you need to get a better grip in the game, because I see you slipping down the drain, gonna to say my name.
I can see why you hate me so bad.
Tell you that you need to get a better grip in the game, because I see you slipping down the drain, gonna to say my name.
I can see why you hate me so bad.
Tell you that you need to get a better grip in the game, because I see you slipping down the drain, gonna to say my name.
Yeah, that feels good. Haters. I love y'all.
Guys, if you're still watching, much love to you. Previous video on the stream, please subscribe. That was by Legacy. The song is called Hate on Me. All the links and whatnot will be probably in annotations. The links will also be in the description. Hope you like, favorite, click it, lick it. It's your boy Redneck. Peace. Alright guys, I'm back. I don't even know what the gameplay is going to be. I'm not even watching no gameplay. I want to touch on this Trayvon Martin. If you don't know, he's a 17-year-old young black male shot. I forgot where at in Florida. And I think near Orlando. Let me touch on this for a moment. It's kind of disturbing, especially as a father of 3. You know, I wasn't there, so I don't know. There's a lot of people making assumptions about what went on, and we don't know. But let me tell you Redneck's thoughts on it. Yes, my name is Redneck, and I use it just to be a bitch for racist, ignorant people who want to hear my voice. Oh, you fucking redneck. You know, shit goes both ways, so just end it. Anyways, here's the bottom line. The guy that shot this young man and killed him, he's not a cop. You know what? He has a concealed carry permit, you know, just like me. You know, and this is what bothers me the most. For what I read, and this, you know, I don't know. This is what I'm reading. This guy was on the phone with 911, which I don't know why you know to call 911 for a kid walking down the middle, you know, down the street at night. That bothers me in itself. You know, the media, they don't pump it up. Okay, the media, you have to understand something. Big media, they don't pump it up. They don't pump as much racial tones in this as they can. It's not even about race. It's about a 17-year-old kid that was shot and killed by a grown man. The kid was unarmed. Unless you call a pack of Skittles a weapon, he was unarmed. Okay. That bothers me, because here's what happens. This is gonna turn bad real quick. And if the only way it will not turn bad real quick is if this guy Zimmerman is pretty much given a raw deal. And when I say a raw deal, what I mean is there's gonna be so much outcry, as there should be, from the public. I think his rights might get infringed upon. And you say, well, Redneck, how you talking about his right? Yeah, I know. But what makes this country so great is everybody has a right, regardless of what they did, they have a right to a fair proceeding. That's what makes this country so great. You don't get yours in the end. You don't get it. It's just due process. I think this guy deserves due process. But let me tell you something now. If this was my 17-year-old or my kid, I'm telling you, I love my wife and I love my other kids, but he wouldn't have a chance to make due process. He wouldn't. I'm just saying. I think this guy might be in a position. He is probably going to be in protective custody if he's not already in some type of protective. There might be police officers outside his home. Who knows? But I'm just telling you right now, regardless of black, white, whatever, you talking about somebody's 17-year-old kid, and it's sad. It's sad that the saddest part is this mentality that the sheriff's office or the police officer or whatever had. I mean, for what I can tell, this guy wasn't even drug tested. I don't even think he wasn't booked. And self-defense is one thing. Riding down the street in your car, okay, confronting people at night, that ain't self-defense. That's not. See, it's shit like this that makes the Second Amendment people want to chop away at it. You know what I'm saying? It's shit like this that make people say, well, you shouldn't have a right to bear arms. It's people like this dumbass here that makes it hard for legit people to want to own a gun to protect themselves and their family. This is the kind of shit that makes it bad. And where I live at in the country, in Alabama, I don't think this shit wouldn't have happened. It would not have happened. And it's sad that, and somebody said, well, the kid took off running. Okay. Let me tell you what I teach my kids. Don't ever get in a car with nobody. They might kill you on the sidewalk in the road. Don't get in the damn car with nobody. If a car is pulling up, creeping up on you walking down the road, what are you going to do? Walk slower? Stop, turn around and say, what's up, dog? No. Not no kid. The kids don't get the hell on. They don't try to make it somewhere they know they're safe. And then this nut job, from what I ain't heard all of it, but it's just sad, dude. It's sad. And to me, the worst part of it is what this country don't need is what the media's gonna do. It's sad, dude. It's fucking sad. I feel sorry for this kid's family. And I don't know what time of the day it was. I don't know where he was coming or going. And you guys probably know more about it than I do, but I want to touch on this because it's a sad day for everybody, not just all parties involved. But there's gonna be repercussions from this. I mean, there's already I think a bill introduced in Florida to deal with the self-defense law in that state. Sad, really is sad. I want to know your comments. If you want to go the racial route, I mean, that's fine. This is America, baby. Tell me how you really feel. From me, what I can tell, the guy don't look white to me. I mean, he don't look nothing like none of my white friends. And obviously he's not black. He don't look nothing like none of my black friends. And I have a few Hispanic friends, but he's a little too fat in the face to look like them. So I don't know. I've heard reports that he's white. I mean, I heard reports that he's Hispanic. But does that shit even matter? We're talking about the life of a 17-year-old kid, and the media is more worried about trying to pump it up, racially charged, racial motivated. No, what you have is some fucking nut job, patrolling the streets. And I'm thinking to myself, neighborhood watch. What is neighborhood watch? I mean, where I come from, neighborhood watch, We don't have a guy riding around. I mean, is he getting paid by the neighborhood? I mean, the Sheriff's Association says that he's not listed in their program. You know, they said he wasn't an official watchman. So, I mean, you know, the guy was an aspiring police officer, sheriff. That's wonderful. I mean, more power to him. But you know what? He fucked up. And cops do that sometimes. Their heads get really big, and sometimes they think they're above the law. Sometimes they think they know the law so well they can twist it to benefit themselves, and that's sad. I just hope. I don't know. All I do is pray for everybody involved. It's sad. As a parent with teenage kids, it tears me up. You know, I'm interested to hear more and more about it, because you know, people's gonna pump it up. I'm telling you, the media is about to get deep into it, more so than they already have. Let me know your comments on the whole situation. I'm gonna upload this right now. I don't really care if it gets seen or not. Anyways, it's your boy Redneck. Peace.
Ha, yeah, it's Redneck. Oh my God, people.
Alright guys, I'm back. And I'm gonna talk about some things. One, I tweeted out that I'm quitting YouTube. And I really thought that was my only option. I really did, but luckily I got people I can ask questions and I can talk to, and I still almost quit. I almost deleted my channel. But I talked to my dad, talked to some friends on Skype, read comments and whatnot, and here it is in a nutshell. I set 2 goals for myself when I started doing YouTube as a means to see if I could grow it. The 2 goals were this. First goal was, at the time I thought getting partnered with Machinima was really hard, and back then it was. 2, other goal was 100,000 subs. I thought, why 100,000 subs? It's just a number. I know it don't really mean a lot, but just to say I did it. You know, used to 100,000 subs meant it was a big deal, and you know that was my goals. My goals were never to make YouTube a full-time job. You know, if that ever happened, that would be cool. But I don't think I could personally ever let it be my only full-time job. I don't know how that would work out for me. I'm in a really good situation, and I would be afraid that. I don't know. I'd be afraid that I wouldn't be able to get back in this situation if YouTube didn't work out for me. So, you know, and here's where I'm at. YouTube is supposed to be fun. Playing games is supposed to be fun. When, you know, there was a time when I uploaded when I wanted to. It might be 2 o'clock in the morning. Now I try to upload videos where in my mind are the best times to upload. I mean, what the fuck is that? When did I start doing that? You know, now I have videos that I don't upload. Where used to I would, because it was funny. I've done a bunch of live comms that I've really never uploaded because they were long. You know, in my mind, people don't want to watch long videos. You know, I got like a ton of 14, 15 minute complete game live comms that are just fucking hilarious, but I haven't uploaded none of them. You know, let's see what else. I like making videos. I love interacting with y'all on Twitter. I love reading comments. Here's what I don't love. You know, I work 4 days a week now, and that's because I've asked for it for a long time. So now I do work a 4-day week with Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. But during the week and, you know, the days that I do work, I'm so exhausted when I get home. You know, the day is always usually stressful for me. There's a lot going on, and it seems like I'm trying to rush to have a video done, and I don't like that. So a lot of you guys, you want daily uploads, and that's just not me. I mean, I haven't uploaded a video since Thursday, And it was a lawnmower video of me running over ants. But everybody's told me, don't quit, don't quit. And right now I'm tired. I don't know, my sleep's been terrible. I've only been getting like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. Got a lot of stuff going on. Worrying with my dad. You know, he's fighting the fight. Of course, I'm married with kids. And those ain't excuses. I'm just trying to give you guys an understanding of where I'm at in my personal life. I got a lot of stuff going on. So, what to do? What to do? And I can promise you, this is not about. If anybody that knows me knows this is not about attention. If I wanted a bunch of attention when Weens, I wasn't watching PK. I was busy. I was reading a book, talking with my wife, reading a book. But when Weens wanted me in the call to talk to me on PKA, and people started tweeting at me, you know, if this is the case, I would have jumped in that call. If I wanted attention. You know, this is me trying to get a feel for my channel, my viewers, and where I'm at, because if I keep doing YouTube, then my channel's gonna change. You don't see. Let me tell you what you're gonna see from me if I stay. You're gonna see a lot of videos that are vlogs. You're gonna see a lot of random dual commentaries with people you've never heard of. Okay, you don't see dual commentaries of me and my dad like I used to post. You're gonna see dual commentaries of me and my kids, because it's fun. It's fun with them. Me doing commentaries over gameplay, you're not gonna see that. You know what you will see is me. I've always wanted to cover news events. You know, I've always wanted to cover something I think was interesting I read in the newspaper, or something I saw on the web, or something I saw on Twitter. And some of those videos might be short. They might be 2-minute, 3-minute, 4-minute videos. You know, they might not be that golden 5-minute mark. They might be 15-minute videos. So, you know, let's just, I want to get some feedback. I really do. I want some feedback. And I want to quote somebody, and I know they don't care one bit. I'm not going to say their name, but somebody I value their opinion. And when I asked them something, I value what they say. And they said, "Redneck, let me ask you a question." And this is what they said. If I came to you and said, "I'm learning to act and sing. I don't really like it, and I'm not making notable money. However, I have a few fans that want me to keep performing for free. What would you tell me to do?" You know, I would tell the person, and it might be me telling myself, you've always said you don't worry about the money. So don't worry about the money. Worry about what makes you happy. And sometimes it's easy to tell people that and give people that advice. At the same time, it's hard to apply it to yourself and where you're at. So that's kind of where I'm at today. You know, and we're going to see what happens. But there's a lot of comments, a lot of people messaging me on Twitter and YouTube, and you know, if you guys don't want me to quit, I won't. But just be forewarned, I can't keep doing the videos and whatnot the way I used to, because the past 6-7 months, 5-6-7 months, this has not been fun. I achieved the first goal, which was machinima. And in my mind, I started doing what I thought was needed to achieve my second goal, which was 100K subs. Now, I probably would never achieve that level, and I've come to terms with that and realized that, because something about Redneck and my voice and how I come across just don't appeal to everybody, and that's fine. But to the subscribers that want to hang around, I'm gonna start posting stuff, but you're gonna see way different stuff than you've seen before. And you know, all I'm telling you is if you like it, and if you don't, you don't. You know, if you want, I mean, it's just so many other commentators. If you don't find what you like in me, just watch the guy that you do like. So this video is probably getting close. I don't even know which gameplay I'm gonna use. But so yeah, that's it. I'm gonna try to hang around. I'm gonna give this a test for about a month or so, a week. Probably won't take a month, a couple of weeks, a month. Doing things the way I want to do them. Something that I'm not rushed. I don't feel pressured. That scheduled upload at 1:15 or 1:30 every day is no longer. I'm gonna be uploading at random times when I do upload. I do appreciate your support, and your feedback has been greatly, part of this decision. Anyways, it's your boy Redneck. Peace.
Ha, yeah, it's Redneck. Oh my God, people.
Alright guys, I'm back. Look at this shit. Look at this. Fucking hit me and knocked me in the wall. Look at this. Look. Look! What is this? I know what this is. This is some hacking shit. MW3 public lobby shenanigans. This is shenanigans and it's pissing me. I paid $100 for the game. And yes, we have hackers now in public games. Look at this. Look, he fucking shot me. Look at this. Look. What is that? What is that, Robert? What is that? What is that, IW Sledgehammer? All you guys worked so hard together to get this shit so great. Now look, we got some teenage kid who's fucking brilliant putting in down public lobby hacks. I don't know what kind of mod. Look, I shot the guy and he bounced over there. What is it? Hang on, wait. The best part's coming at the end. The best part's coming. You don't love it. You don't love this. You want to lick it. If this breaks out, I'm going to flip shit. Right up here, something stupid. I'm like, where's the guy? Oh no, this guy knows what's up. He's like, fuck it, I'll just shoot people with the RPG. Look, watch this, watch. What is that? You fucking kidding me? Yeah. Guess what? My game's over. I will spend the rest of the FFA game beneath the map with my dick in my hand. Can't kill myself. Can't get out. Look, bye, C-Town. It was nice playing. Later. Man, fix this shit.
Ha, yeah, it's Redneck. Oh my God, people.
Yeah, it's Papa Redneck. And y'all don't worry, if Redneck quits, I'm going to take up the slack. Yeah.
There would not be much slack to take up.
Oh man, you back?
I'm back. I almost went to sabbatical.
Well, I guess I lost out on my moment of stardom.
No, you're a superstar. It don't matter what I do.
I may be a shooting star.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm getting burned out fast.
Nah, come on now. Holy crap. Come on now. You ain't gonna think burned out when I get you out there in the Gulf of Mexico. It's 105 degrees on a flat bottom boat fishing for tarpon.
Ow.
Like,
hey,
huh?
That sounds like fun to me.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Hey,
yeah.
You know what?
And go ahead.
I won't have to worry about getting mosquito bit this year, I found out.
Why is that?
I noticed when they bite me, a few minutes later they fall over dead. Yeah, they don't like this chemo.
They don't like the chemo and the radiation, huh?
Yeah, I got like this built-in mosquito repellent now. I forgot to tell you about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
It's amazing.
That sounds weird.
Yeah, and plus at night we go to bed. Mom says turn the light off. I said it is turned off. On my own night light.
You're glowing.
That radiation has got me glowing.
Look like we used to call those things little buds at night. The little asses would light up yellow and green, whatever.
That's what mine does.
I can't remember what those buds are called.
Lightning bugs.
Lightning. Well, that made obviously duh. Oh, darker. I've lost it. Hey, let's tell me a funny story. I know you got something.
Oh God, you want to hear my fishing story?
I love fishing stories.
Okay. Well, this is many years ago, and I got to tell this because the fellow that did this with me passed away last night from a massive heart attack, and he's going to be sorely missed. He was a one-of-a-kind critter.
Yeah, he was a sure enough character. I know the man pretty well, not as well as you do, but you right about that.
Yeah, he was one of a kind. But I told him I was going to take him fishing to a special place, and a certain time of the year, which is right now actually, a fish called a crappie, or crappie, however you call it, and white bass go up this river to spawn wherever they spawn, for whatever reason they go up there. And they congregate below this old dam that had been blowed up years ago, and big rocks out in the water. Anyway, yeah.
Damn.
Anyway, so we go out, we go to the river, and he had never been up there. And his first name is Robert, that's all I'm going to say. But he looks out at the river, and it had been flooded. It was really high and muddy. And I said, oh, my goodness, horrible conditions. Water was up over the rocks. You couldn't even see the old rocks. And he says, we're going out there in that little 12-foot flat-bottom boat? I said, sure, I was just out there the other day. So we go out there, and we get anchored, and we had to have 4 concrete blocks, one on each end of the boat to anchor it. I said, now, Robert, watch out, because big trees and stuff come floating down the river. They get undermined and washed down the river. If you see one coming, we'll have to pull these up and get out of the way.
So the current was like really, really strong, right?
That's right, extremely strong. Yeah. Those 4 blocks just barely held us in place.
Dang.
So, you know, we had to move a couple of times because big limbs and whole trees would come down the river.
So you'd see it coming, and you was afraid it'd hit your line, hit the boat, so you'd try to pull the anchors up and just kind of like get out of the way, left or right or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what we did. And you could see it coming a long ways away, you know. And,
yeah.
Didn't have the best little, I think it was 7.5 horsepower engine. I had to carry extra spark plugs because they'd foul out and wouldn't crank. I'd have to hurry up and change them. You'd drift down the river a mile while you change it. So anyway, we're sitting there, and all of a sudden Robert starts hollering, move the boat, move. I said, what? You know, I look, there's nothing coming. Move the boat. We're going to be swamped. I said, Robert, what is it? He couldn't get the words out. He goes, cow. Yeah, he says, cow. What do you mean a cow? I look up, and all I see is 4 hooves sticking up in the air. And I look around them, and here's this swelled up cow floating down the river coming right at us.
Oh, my God.
It must have fell in the river or something. It swelled up twice as big. It was gigantic. And, you know, he's grabbing on the front 2 blocks. I've got the other 2 trying to pull them up. This thing runs into the front of the boat, kind of. And it's pushing us, and he says, oh, my God, it stinks. It's horrible. And I said, don't poke a hole in it, whatever you do.
Oh, God.
You know, so we're drifting down the river being pushed by this 1,500-pound swelled-up monstrous cow laying on his back.
Time out.
It was horrible.
You probably had insurance on the boat. I don't know. But
oh, no.
Okay.
No.
Can you imagine telling your insurance man your boat got hit by a cow?
Exactly. In a river. Yeah.
How does that happen?
Yeah. How did those 2 get drowned? Well, they got run over by a cow.
A cow in the boat in the river.
The boat was a 12-foot flat-bottom aluminum boat, and it was full of Bondo because all the rivets, leaked.
Okay, so he's trying to push the cow off with an oar, and you're like, don't poke a hole in it.
Yeah, because, man, if he poked a hole in that thing, talking about stinking, I mean, it would have been, of course, it may have sank. I don't know, but I don't know if he could have. But this thing was swelled up twice as big. It looked like a blimp with 4 feet sticking up in the air, you know. So finally we, it kind of went by us, you know. We pushed away from it, you know. And poor old Robert, he was through for the day. He said, I've never heard of anyone getting run over by a cow in a river, you know. So anyway, that's my fishing story. My cow fishing story.
So, that could have been a world record catch.
Well, you know, if it had been just a little bit of, a little fresher. I've heard of roadkill, but never river kill.
Yeah. You could, that could have been the heaviest freshwater animal ever landed.
Oh, yeah. And, if you season it just right, I still think it might have been all right.
Ooh.
Yeah, a lot of chili pepper. And at least a 12-pack.
You know how that cow fell in the water, don't you?
No.
It fell in the river on its way to McDonald's.
Oh my God.
That was bad. That was a bad joke, wasn't it?
Well, no, he was probably trying to get away from the McDonald's truck.
Yeah. He might have seen the Chick-fil-A commercial and took off running.
Yeah. Well, you know, that may have been it right there. They may have, the cow mafia may have gotten him and thrown him in the river, you know.
Ooh.
He may have done something he wasn't supposed to do.
Sleep with the fishes.
That's what he did. Yeah.
That's a good story.
Me and Robert used to have some pretty good times. He was definitely a one-of-a-kind guy.
That is the only person in the world that I've ever argued with about the Civil War for legitly 4 hours straight.
Oh yeah, Robert was very opinionated.
Well, no, he wasn't opinionated. He was so far gone. His goal was to make you opinionated the way he thought. Like, you know, it don't matter if you believe one thing. He was determined. He was gonna talk you into seeing his way was right.
Yeah.
And it is the best way for you. And he would try to make you believe that too. So.
And you know, sometimes he did. But even if he didn't, he was so interesting and so much fun. I mean, he'd have you laughing.
Yeah.
And he's arguing with you. I mean, it was a lot of fun. You know, he really made the day go by fast. And there was never a dull moment when you worked with Robert.
Yeah. Are y'all y'all plan on going by paying your respects, or you got other plans?
No, I'm definitely going to do that, Lord willing. I put a little call into a couple of people trying to find out what was happening. So there may be something on Facebook later.
All right. Well,
I'd like to know, you know, as soon as we can find out something.
Yeah. One of them things, man.
Yeah, that's why we got to make every day count.
Yeah, every day count.
Absolutely.
Well, all right, guys. I hope you made this story count, took something from it. Cause that was funny. Ran over by a cow.
Yeah, swamped by a cow.
In the river.
Yeah.
You wanna pick my Slack up for me at the end and tell them don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, lick it, and peace. You want to tell them all that?
Well, I think you said it better than I could, but
I want you to say it really good.
Well, I like the part about lick it and peace.
Lick, peace and lick it and peace.
Yeah, that's the way I see it.
Lick it in peace. How about that?
Yeah. Well,
we gotta do some more nunchuck videos soon.
I need to work on that, dude. You know, because I was getting kind of slow there. I was in pretty bad shape around Christmas time, but
oh, you look good.
Well,
you're looking good now.
I've gained about 7 or 8 pounds.
Looking good. Hey guys, more videos to come. Remember I told you the channel's changing. It's evolving into what I like, what I want to do. This is a sample of what's to come. I'm going to try to get Papa Redneck a Twitter. Or at least a YouTube. We'll see. Y'all post your comments in the comments below. Post a comment. What would be a good name YouTube channel for him? And or Twitter. Tell him.
The old critter on Twitter, huh?
So, the old critter on the shitter.
They got medicine for that now.
Yeah, that's right. All right, guys. Papa Redneck, peace. Redneck.
Huh, yeah, it's Little Redneck. Oh my God.
People. That's my little boy. Little Redneck. Somebody's wanting to see him do the intro for me, and there he is. All right, guys, let's get excited. This is not my gameplay. This is I Am Gifted. At the time in early February, this was a beast game. A really fast 100 kill 6v6. I think it was domination game on some shitty map. I forget. Anyways, let's get on with it. I'm gonna link his channel in the notation top right. Please subscribe to him. I appreciate the gameplay. Gifted. I don't have time to. Busy. I want to talk on some things, and the things are Black Ops 2. There's some information leaked. Is it true? Is it not true? Is it blah, blah, blah? Well, look, this here Redneck's opinion. This is how it goes. A while back, David Vonnegar, as you may know, he's the mayor, so to speak. He's the mayor of Black Ops, He's the lead guy over there, the game development. He tweeted out something along these lines. Repeat after me, he said. I want to wall bang campers. And at the time, I thought, is he hinting on something? Is Deep Impact making a return as a perk, or what, FMJ, or I'm just trying to figure all this shit out. Well, a few days later, and I believe my timeline is right on this. He tweeted this before the information was supposedly leaked, and then this stuff comes out about the leak for Black Ops 2 information, news, and whatnot. A lot of people don't think it's true. But after seeing him tweet that, then I noticed something in a new point streak called Heat Vision. And what that does, when you earn this point streak, you're able to attach this Heat Vision to your gun, your primary weapons. And I think it's everything but shotguns. Now, what this does is it allows you to, how it works supposedly on TV. Is supposedly you're able to see through anything like wooden walls and whatnot, and pick up people's heat signatures, and that's how it works. So, he tweets out, repeat after me, I want to wall bang campers, and then this stuff is leaked where it talks about heat vision, which would definitely help you wall bang campers in fucking buildings. So that's just on that premise alone, I think this leak has a lot of merit. And right now, I'm going to call it legit. I'm going to call it legit. So let's rock on. A perk system 2.0 is out. They're changing the way the perks really are. You don't have to prestige. And it's just, we'll see. I don't care how the system works as long as the perks are good. I don't want no bunch of damn redonkulous perks. I don't want Ghost, Hacker, and Warlord where people can run around with silencer and dual mag weapons all freaking day, and be undetectable by motion sensors and all that shit. Whatever. I don't want that. I want a game that's based on player skill and knowledge and how good you are on the sticks. I don't want, because you're able to run a class that I don't have unlocked yet, you shouldn't be superior to me, but because of your class and your perks. We've gotten way too far off fucking base talking about perks. So enough of the perk talk. I'm done. Oh man, the Moab supposedly is not back, nor will there be a nuke. I'm all for it. Yay! That promotes less camping. You didn't have a real big problem with people camping until the nuke came out, MW2. And then it just carried over into Black Ops, really, to tell you the truth. The Moab, I think the Moab's fun, but what it does is it takes the objective out of the game. You see people dropping Moabs, a lot of times they kill confirm, they don't ever touch a tag. You see them playing domination, they never get near a flag. You see them, there's just a lot of stuff that the Moab, it kind of dictates how you play. So yay, it's gone, supposedly. More to come. There's a lot of new stuff that I'm really not going to cover because I don't know. Like I said, I believe the info is legit, but at the same time, I'm wondering about something. And here, the specialist, for example, is back. It's been modified some. One of the things they talked about, you won't get all the perks once you reach 8 kills, which we'll see how that goes, but we'll see. Big news for me, and something I think is really important, is that the game is really being geared toward the objective player. And the reason I say that is supposedly now, if you plant a bomb like an S&D, before it was 1 point on your specialist. Well, the new game is supposedly going to be 2. You know what I'm saying? So that's like a big deal. We'll see how that plays out. But there's a lot of stuff about playing the objective that is really nice. It's nice to see, because then you see your really beast players. Anybody can sit back, pick people off, and not get around the objective, that don't mean they're better than the guys that are killing, that are dying trying to achieve the objective. That just means they don't want no part of it. Which you do need people like that on your team. It's, you know, that's fine. But I like seeing the guys get rewarded that go out there sacrificing their stats to try to win. To me, that's awesome. So we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. 15 prestiges. Start off with a max rank of 50. And then by the time we're all said and done, it works its way up to 90. So level 15th prestige, level max level 90. That I'm not even on fool with it. That's too long. I don't have the time to dedicate to it. I ain't doing it. You know, it's ridiculous. Big news supposedly is no aim assist on snipers. I believe that when I see it. I find that hard to believe. That could be something else that is just, you know, more bullshit. Let me see here. I'm trying to get this thing wind down. Let's see, where am I at, Redneck? And hang on, I wanted to say one more thing. Where is it? Where'd it go? Come on, Redneck. Blah, 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 blah. Supposedly, Elite's going back into Black Ops 2, like it was in Black Ops. Huh. We will see. I'm curious about how that's going to work out. And supposedly clan tournaments will be implemented. Clan matches. Lookout game battles. You know. We'll see. Drop zones coming back. Kill confirmed. I'm going to link this. Look it over. Tell me what the biggest news out of this Elite quote unquote rumor truth is. I'm dying to hear what you guys say is the most important thing to you. It's your boy Redneck. Peace.
Yeah, it's Redneck. Oh my God, people.